So when do we cut off abortions? At what week?
I think at 3 years old is when we should.
You think at 3 years old is when we should stop aborting children?
Yeah.
Hi, ladies. Can you tell me what the red thing represents? Why are you so angry? Hi, I was wondering if you could explain in your own words what the red stuff means.
Guys, if you are a conservative, not living in California, many of you hopefully are beginning to realize that American leftists, you used to call them liberals, don't call them liberal because they're not liberal at all. American leftists are not rational. They're not rational. So many of my friends that don't live in California, that are in the Midwest or Bible Belt or other parts of the country, think that you can reason calmly with leftists generally. You can't. Leftists do not care. They don't care. Do you hear me? Don't care. Generally. Now there's some that do. Generally though, leftists, American leftists, do not care about truth, about facts, about evidence, about logic, about linear thinking. They don't care about morality, and they don't care about even common sense. This woman here and these women represent oftentimes the general view of American leftists. They don't want to talk to you. That woman was saying that it's okay to kill a kid up to 3 years old. These people, they're not rational. They're not moral. They don't care. They only talk with conservatives about that and centrist people that might still have a vestige of sanity, liberals, the classical liberals. They'll talk to you like that in logical terms to try to convince you so they can manipulate you to get you to do what they want, or so that they can feel virtuous about themselves. Like I said in another video, leftists generally are amoral, emotional narcissists. That's what they are. You just have to face that fact. All they want is power. They want power. That's it. They want their will to be done. Generally, that is the American leftist goal. And right now, right now their main target is American conservatives because we're the biggest group that's opposing them for that. But if once that happens, they'll begin to attack each other because they each have different wants and desires, and they each want different things. They'll begin to, in a circling firing squad, attack each other. So we have to realize this as American conservatives. The left do not care about truth, facts, reality, evidence, linear thinking, logic, common sense, or morality. They don't care. They want power. That's it. Generally. There are a few that you can reason with and talk with. There's some of them. But they are becoming more and more rare. In the 90s, this is how in California, we learned this in the 90s. Because, especially when they get in a group and they do get some power, they just become like irrational animals. They will just, and then you start to point out, so you want to kill a baby in the womb? Yes, or they'll say, they'll try to dance around that, but generally they will use any excuse. They want what they want, and that's why they justify this barbaric practice of abortion. They want power. They want what they want. They don't care about the things we care about generally. Now, there are some conservatives that think that way too and use conservatism as a front, but at least in the conservative side as well, most conservatives believe in objective morality. That's the thing too. Leftists generally do not accept objective absolute morality. They don't believe in that. They believe in subjective morality. Once you embrace that view, almost by definition, the whole thing of getting people to do what you think is right becomes manipulation. There's no objective anchor for us to agree upon that there is objective morality. There's nothing. It's like arguing about Disneyland, Fantasyland on Jupiter that doesn't exist. There's nothing out there to anchor it in. So we need to realize that. And the way we need to counter them, and I've seen the American right just retreat for the past 25 years. What we need to do is begin to stand our ground. They're emotional for lies and wickedness. We need to start getting emotional and attack them where they're weakest on the issue of abortion. That's where they're weakest, I would say, abortion. They have no moral ground to stand on the issue of abortion. Nothing. Their reasoning is insane when it comes to abortion. It's psychotic. It's moral psychopathy. We need to attack them there and show them the craziness of their view and do it with passion and emotion, back with truth and facts and evidence and those things. But we need to be emotional. The day of being calm is over. Except unless there's a leftist that actually is calm and reasonable, and you can tell. Sometimes they'll even pretend to be calm and reasonable just to manipulate you to their view. But sometimes, like I said, it's rare, and it's becoming more rare in the United States. The reasonable leftist is becoming a rare species indeed. They were rare in California in the 90s, so the general country is starting to experience this now. So anyway, just know that counter leftists, American leftists, with emotion back. Go for the jugular in the debate. Show them you accept when they start to say, oh, Trump is evil and all this, and look at the GOP and look at the hypocrisy. Say, you believe in murdering innocent babies. Shh. You can't say anything about morality. Stop. Just stop. You don't have any ground to stand on. None. On the moral front. You have no moral high ground. Sorry. It's over. Once you're arguing to murder innocent babies, it's okay to do that. The debate is over. You've lost. So just know that. Pray for the ending of abortion. And pray that our leftist friends open their eyes and that the right begin to stand our ground and begin to argue back with passion and with sharpness. Go for the jugular in the argument. Okay? Point out the hypocrisy that they stand on. Point out even that they have no objective. What's your objective morality? Go for that too. So anyway, I see so many American conservatives try to be rational and calmly rational with leftists, and the leftists will start cussing and all this, and you got to come back at them now, not cuss, but come back at them with passion and argument and a bite in your arguments, like Jesus with the Pharisees. That's where we're at. Like the prophets with apostate Israel. That's where we're at. With Paul and the false teaching Judaizers. You got to bring it. The best arguments with passion. Okay, God bless.